Oh my God. It's her. It's her, Colleen. It's me, Colleen. Sup? It's no secret that like I, as a freelance copywriter by trade, I'm not like the biggest fan of AI, obviously. I've done like a bunch of videos, at least 2 videos, like complaining about AI and like how bad it is at writing. Oh no! It's so bad. Recently, I have learned a lot more about AI and what it is actually good at and can be used for. So, I have hinted at this in previous videos, but I am going through a very chaotic career change right now. I got a lot going on. I don't even know how to describe this, but I want to describe it if you're new. Okay, so I have been a freelance copywriter since 2016, 2017. And then in 2020, I started a business where I was coaching other people on how to become freelance copywriters. So with that, there's like a course and I do coaching programs. Then I started this YouTube channel to promote that coaching business. But then last year, I decided I want to move away from coaching and focus more on music production and starting a music production business, being a freelance music producer, which has been a whole journey. And then turning this YouTube channel into something, I don't know what this is yet. I was thinking it's about a life in alignment. Wow, that's what I came up with yesterday. But anyways, so I have a lot going on because I still also have freelance copywriting clients because I gotta pay the bills, right? I'm not really making money as a music producer yet, but I do think I will be making money from that within the next couple of months. So as a neurodivergent person, and I think honestly just a regular person, like any person probably feels like this. If you don't have a full-time job, which I don't, but you have a lot of goals and ideas for yourself, it's really hard to figure out like, how should I manage my time? Like, what should I do every day? That's something I've struggled with honestly since the day I walked out the door at my last full-time job a million years ago. I have really struggled with time management. You know, I get everything done, but I could probably do more, and I'm like, I would like to have the optimal system for managing my time. And prioritizing is the other thing I am terrible at. Let's get into the AI stuff now. Actually, let me tell you exactly how I phrased this so that if you wanted to do this, you could do this too. So I started off with, I need some career advice. Well, at first I'm like, hi, Claude. I like to be polite to the AI just in case. I need some career advice. I'm going to tell you what's going on. I would like you to ask questions until you completely understand the situation, then give me advice on what to do. And then I explained my various career paths, what I was happy with, what I wasn't happy with, what my goals were for myself, and what my struggles were. And also I got into the finances, like this is how much money I need to make to pay my bills, this is how much I'm currently making, etc. And then I asked like a bunch of questions, like how should I spend my working hours? Should I just work on building up my music production business? Should I continue on with the Freelance Writer's Guide? What should I do with my YouTube channel? Lots of questions. So then Claude asked a bunch of questions. What is your current monthly income breakdown from each source? Copywriting, the Freelance Writer's Guide, music production, and YouTube. And then I already had that information, so I just typed it in, like in the past 6 months, this is what I've made from every revenue stream that I have. And then Claude also asked, how much time are you currently dedicating to each of these income streams per week? I already have all that information too, thanks to Toggle, where I track like all my working hours. And it asked me a few more questions about like my financial situation, where I was with my music production career, ideally how much time I would like to spend doing music production, what kind of content do I like making for YouTube? And I answered all those questions, and then this is what it said. And it's so funny that it said this because this is exactly like what was in my head, like my intuition, but I was afraid to do it. But I feel like very validated that a very logical computer told me that this is maybe a good idea. Number 1, focus on music production. Given your passion and progress in music production, it makes sense to prioritize this. Dedicate most of your time to improving your skills, especially in mixing, and work on monetizing this within the next 4 to 8 weeks as you predicted. Keep the part-time copywriting job and any stable freelance clients. This provides a safety net while you transition to music production. Number 3, gradually phase out the freelance writer's guide. And that is something I need to work on. If you are in my course, don't worry, I'm gonna take care of you. And the course is never gonna go away. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about the freelance writer's guide. Right now, I'm not really doing anything with it at all. It's just it just exists on the internet, and sometimes people will purchase my course or do a coaching program with me, and like those things are all still relevant and helpful. I haven't been like making any like promotional materials for it or like making any new products or anything. So it's just kind of like evergreen at this point. Number 4, refocus your YouTube channel. Pivot your channel to align with your new direction. Create content about your journey transitioning from copywriting to music production. This can include vlogs, personal development topics, and creativity advice, all things you enjoy. This approach maintains your existing audience while attracting new viewers interested in music production. Okay, so I don't know if I'm actually gonna talk about music production itself on this channel. I might start a second channel where I go like more deep into what I'm doing as a music producer, like when I'm actually producing, and have this more be like lifestyle and like generally like how I handle being a freelancer, being a freelance creative. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. I don't know how to handle that. Like, I don't think that the right thing would be to post like super technical videos on this channel, because I don't think you guys are interested in that. That's extremely niche. I don't think that people are interested in that. I do find it interesting, but sometimes it is too much. Okay, reduce expenses. I mean, anyone could tell you that if you're experiencing a career change. It's a good idea to reduce your expenses. And like debt management, yeah, we all know that, right? Focus on paying off high interest debt first. Everybody knows that, I hope. If you don't know that, comment below and we can talk about it. Okay, number 7, time allocation. So this is where things start to get interesting. According to Claude, I should spend 50 to 60% of my time on music production, 20 to 30% on copywriting, 10 to 20% on YouTube content. And then there's networking in the music industry, which I could be better about that. You know, I don't drink, so it's like, I just like go to shows and stuff and just stand there with the water. But I do keep my wits about me, so that is good, actually. Very professional, very mindful, very demure. And then last, personal brand alignment. Start aligning your personal brand across all platforms with your music production goals. Okay, great. And yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So great, I feel validated. So then I asked what I feel is the most obvious question here, which is, how the fuck do I like deal with the time thing? So I said for number 7, like you just gave me percentages, but I want you to advise how many hours per week I should be working on each thing. So then it gave me more details, like total work hours, 40 to 50 hours a week, spending 20 to 25 hours on music production, 10 to 15 on copywriting, 5 to 8 on YouTube, 2 to 3 hours on the freelance writer's guide, and 3 to 4 hours on admin. And I'm like, all right, that's a lot of work. I'm not really used to working that much, to be honest with you. But a baby's gotta do what a baby's gotta do, and this is temporary. I don't have to do this forever. I basically have to work 2 jobs right now because I have to work so many hours to make progress in music, but also I need to work enough as a freelance copywriter to pay my bills. A foreign concept. I just want to clarify this, that I'm talking about like pure working hours. So like if you work at a full-time job, you work 40 hours a week, but like you don't usually actually work 40 hours a week. You probably work like 4 hours a day. So I'm talking about like pure working hours. Like I'm actually like doing stuff. I'm not like dithering about. So just to clarify, like I feel like if you're working a full-time job, you're only really working like half the time that you're there.
At least that's my experience when I worked a full-time job. So I'm working twice that much. Does that make sense? That's why I'm saying I'm working 2 jobs, just to be clear.
So then I said I would like suggestions on how to structure my week around these hours. I'd also like to tell you about other time commitments that I have. So it was like super specific with this. I have a dog. I need to walk almost every day for at least 45 minutes. I work out at the gym for 45 minutes, 4 times a week. On Tuesdays at 7 p.m., I host improv practice.
2 hours later.
And I need around 9 hours of sleep per night because I'm a baby. And we went back and forth a lot. I mean, like a lot. Like so many things where I was like, okay, but wait, like I need to go grocery shopping, so factor that in there too. I would like to eat dinner earlier, etc., etc., etc. Basically, we came up with a schedule for every day of the week. I'm super excited about it. Like this is the stuff that like I really struggle with as a freelancer, as a creative, as a manifesting generator, Aquarius, neurodivergent person. And I know that I need to put in more hours, especially in music production, in order to make my dreams come true. But it's like, what does that look like? Like, how does that actually translate into my real life? And how can I make that happen? My question for you is, have you ever used AI to help you make difficult decisions and prioritize like this? Because I could really see this being a wonderful use for AI where you have like all these variables and all these different things. Like I find this very challenging to work through with just my brain. I really appreciated this. And I mean, honestly, you know what I'm thinking that AI could do? You know what I'm thinking? World peace. I'm serious. Like with all like the variables and shit, like I feel like it could like come up with solutions to problems that we've been dealing with for a long time. Like let's use AI to like solve climate change or like just like real problems, you know what I mean? Bigger problems than just me being like, well, I don't know what time I should wake up in the morning. Okay, buddy. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what weird things you have used AI for. I am so curious now. Okay, bye!